It's that time again for another not-so-normal gaming podcast, featuring your hosts, MrTechnoSqueek.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Nostalgic Dan 1.
Everything I feel is in this sword. Good.
Come on!
And Quick Freeze 4.
Don't worry. I'll handle the bad guys.
This is a podcast you want to listen to, but first, you gotta press start. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Press Start Podcast. This is episode 45, and I am one of your co-hosts, Quick Freeze 4, and as always, I'm here with the man who takes 30 minutes to get started, Mr. TechnoSqueek. How are you, man?
I thought that was you.
Fuck you, dude.
Always trying to blame it on Clive.
You blamed that on me last week. No, that's all you, dude.
Oh.
Techno's good. He's well fed. He's used the bathroom. He's good.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm good.
And as always, you already heard him, Mr. Never Takes Off His Beanie. Don't know why, but that's Nostalgic Dan 1. How are you?
My beanie's very comfortable right now, so I'm doing great.
You know what? I'm happy for you. You know, I worry about your beanies all the time.
I think he actually takes them off during the podcast.
I don't think he does. I think he, like, sleeps, like, bathes with the beanie on,
Exactly.
everything. Like, it's part of him. He doesn't even have hair under there.
It's not the beanies that
So
he takes off, it's his pants.
Exactly. That I will take off.
But we have a guest, and that guest is Trevor. How are you, man?
Pretty dang good.
Really?
Sure.
Explain.
I'm sitting here on my computer chair and talking. Woo.
That's awesome.
That doesn't sound very entertaining.
Well, it's a lot more entertaining than go out in the yard and do some freaking work.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. I'll give you that.
It's freaking boring out there. It's hot.
So why don't you tell everyone what you do, where you're from, and why the hell you're here?
I'm from the middle of Idaho, I guess, and I just go on the forums and post a whole bunch of news and stuff on Pete's Gamer forums and shit, and play computer games and sit on my butt and do nothing, pretty much.
Nice.
And I have a YouTube, so yeah.
Yeah, so what's your YouTube? You can plug that, I guess.
http colon / www.youtube.com/users or user / Trevor42532, capital T and a 3 instead of an E in Trevor.
There you go. Won't get lost.
Yeah. I did that so you didn't have to search, because searching is a pain. You just gotta put the URL in.
That's true. The searching now brings up random stuff. It's completely different now. It's weird.
Yeah. It's like, you can just search up like computer games and you'll get porn or something.
Porno computer games. Hentai Simulator 5000.
Oh yeah.
So you say you're big into computer games, so like what are some of your favorite games?
I don't know. I just play whatever comes up, but usually I play Call of Duty 4 and Gary's Mod and stuff like that on my computer. And then I also play a whole bunch of console games, but not so much lately.
Nice. That Gary's Mod.
Got my sexy brand new computer here, so I've been sitting on that all day instead of sitting in front of the TV.
Yeah, Gary's Mod is crazy, some of the stuff people do in that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
What I like to do on there, well, besides building random freaking vehicles, I like going on there and trolling the crap out of people, like finding a server where you can actually shoot the people.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there building and stuff, and you're just sniping with a pistol from halfway across, like, GM flat grass or something like that. And they're like, what the fucking shit, dude? Just freak out.
I
That's pretty
remember
hilarious.
one time I was watching people stream that, and they were just like in a living room watching a TV. Like they couldn't shoot each other, so like they were just watching the TV. I forgot what was that. There was something random on the TV. I forgot what it was. So it's like wow.
One time I trolled a Gmod server that were watching My Little Pony.
Break the TV, kill them all.
I didn't break the TV, but I was like playing with the dynamite all around the TV, just exploding everything and raping their ears. Because apparently the volume on it was really low, so I had to turn it up, so I was just blowing stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
It was
What?
pretty funny.
is your favorite console if you had to choose one?
Console?
Yes.
I can't decide between that. It's the Super Nintendo and the NES.
Ooh.
Because the NES has awesome games and the Super Nintendo is my first console ever, so...
That's my favorite too. I mean,
It's pretty awesome when you get to play some Zelda A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
classic.
My favorite game. Well, I don't know. Pokemon Gold's also my favorite.
That was good.
It's like choosing between your
Pokemon.
children.
I had Pokemon
I
Silver.
was a silver kid.
Yeah.
Everybody has Silver. Like, I swear, everybody I've talked to on Skype has played Silver, and I'm like the only one with the Gold.
I played Pokemon Blue.
I like fucking Leaf Green. That's the best one.
I had
Yeah.
Sapphire.
I was
Sapphire
red and silver.
Yeah, I had Yellow too because I just thought
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
cool.
I had yellow.
I just thought it was cool.
I got Yellow after I got Gold.
Kirby's
Favorite
Adventure.
Pokemon.
Favorite
Huh?
Pokemon, that's hard.
Favorite Pokemon.
Typhlosion, because he's just a badass.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
yeah.
Yes!
That is the Pokemon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Heck yeah.
I've always been fond of the originals, so I always liked Squirtle. And I think I said it before, but it was mainly because I thought he was cool because of Squirtle Gang and like when he made his appearance on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, I was like, oh, Squirrel's a gangster. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
The Squirtle Squad.
Squirtle Squad. They're wearing sunglasses and all.
Who's that Pokemon? What, like about 10 times? Oh yeah, it's fucking Pikachu, yawn.
It's always Pikachu.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to like Snorlax lately.
I like Snorlax.
He's just a lazy fat ass.
I think that's why I like him, because like he's the only Pokemon that's like he just sits there and sleeps all fucking day, and like I don't know, like my favorite thing to do is just lay in my bed and fucking fall asleep. I'm like, I am so a Snorlax.
Snorlax time.
No, he just like sleeps all day. Like what Pokemon just sleeps all fucking day?
You'll be even better than Typhlosion. If they made one, it's like a freaking like electric version of Lucario with the freaking katana. Probably just kill you, just slice you in half and shit. That'd be badass.
I always like Scyther too. That reminds me of Scyther.
Oh yeah.
Everyone likes Scyther.
It's badass.
Eh.
I
Scyther is
liked
pretty
his
freaking-
evolved form too. Scizor.
Yeah, Sizor. Sizor.
Yeah. Scizor, Scizor, I don't...
What about, what is its name? Tyranitar and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Larvitar. Gligar. Skarmory.
Or none of that.
Sneasel.
Metapod.
Sneasel.
Metapod versus Metapod. The most
what you need to
epic match.
No, what you need to do is name your Caterpie Penis. So once it turns into Metapod, you can say penis used harden. I've heard that like from 3 other people. I just wanted to repeat that because I do.
Oh my god. I've seen that so many times.
Yep. That's
And
the
then
best.
I seen Graveler being named Optimus Prime or whatever, and it's like Optimus Prime used roll out.
Oh, I get it.
I usually name my electrodes Kamikaze. Because they explode.
Kamikaze uses explosion.
Yep. There's so many puns that you can make with that.
I just call my Pokemon what they are.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of like changing the name of them. I
I
rarely
hardly
did
ever
that.
change their name.
HD
Talk
remakes.
about the topic, which is HD remakes.
What about
Ooh.
them? What about them, Techno?
Yeah, what about them?
What about them?
Yeah.
Well, they're fun if you've never played them before.
I want
And-
I want HD remakes of like 360 games. Just redo them again, like old ones, like Perfect Dark Zero or HD or remake, and it comes out like Super HD, new graphics.
You know what I don't get? Why don't they remake more PS1 and N64 games? Why are they all PS2 games?
I don't know. It seems like I heard it's just because it's like easier to do, but like I don't know how hard it'd be. But always hear that it's like for PlayStation 1 games, it's like something about that style and like how they were rendered. It's hard to upscale them or something, but they could always just change the graphics or like make it in a new engine. But I guess
that's what I want to do. Want them to do.
I heard it requires creating like new character models and all that, which is a lot of work. New environments.
Well, if they want to put a lot of time in it and make a good do a good job on it, that's what they should do anyway.
Yeah, that's how they should do a Final Fantasy VII remake if they ever do it.
Just remake everything. Just remake all the graphics.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against HD remakes. I mean, they come out really frequently, but it's great for people who haven't like had a chance maybe to play those games, and they get the collection, and especially for younger gamers, it's a way to like kind of tap into like what was on those systems that they might have missed. So
yeah,
that's true.
I find that's yeah.
I was gonna say that's true because I just beat the Jack and Daxter collection. I would have never played those unless someone put them on the PS3.
Huh.
So
I find it really hard to even look at Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. That's why I've probably never played it.
Yeah, it's really blocky. The character models are very Popeye.
It's like in the battles, you're just like a whole bunch of triangles.
They look like Popeye characters. I said them before. That's how they are.
Hey, look at Cloud. He's a triangle. This triangle represents Cloud, and the triangle next to him represents a sword. What's that other triangle over there? Oh, I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, that era, man. The PlayStation 1 games. Some of them aged well, but then a lot of them not so much. They look very jagged. They look, very boxy, polygonal. It's weird.
Even the N64 looked better than most of the PS2 game or PS1 games half the time.
Yeah.
But still, those don't age very well either.
And HD remakes too. Like they usually come out budget price, so like that's a good deal too. Like they never really cost more than like $40 or whatever. It's a good deal to get like 2-3 games.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Well, if they stuck a $60 price tag on that's low.
Yeah, that's not really. I wouldn't really buy an HD remake unless it was like some like really incredible collection. But
Just go on eBay and buy it.
yeah, it's usually cheaper.
yeah. Is that was it that Ratchet and Clank's coming out? I think that's like $30. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's a good
I already got that one pre-ordered. I can't wait to get that one.
Yeah, and if you like love a game a lot, it's a good way to just kind of replay them, because then you could like, if you wanted to do another playthrough of a game, you could just wait and play it in HD. It's kind of like a new game again. So like I love Ratchet and Clank, so I might pick up the Ratchet and Clank remake.
There's not just HD remakes. Now there's pretty much like 3D remakes, like on the 3DS.
Yeah, that's true too. Those 3DS
They have
classics.
yeah, that's pretty cool. I wanted to get Kirby's Adventure 3D on that just to try it out.
And the 3D effect, especially for those 8-bit games, actually works really well. Surprisingly.
No, like the parallax effect or whatever on Xevious.
Yeah,
It's cool.
it's really cool. I'd like to see them do a lot more of that.
Yeah, I need to.
And they're not expensive too. They're usually less than $5. So.
Yeah.
Actually, Kirby is $7.
I didn't know that.
Damn Kirby.
Why do you have to be so popular?
Why are you so expensive? Why are you no cheaper?
But speaking of HD remakes, I know we can get into some news. I know Techno's got a new story about an HD remake.
Yes, I do.
It's Pong.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD Collection has been confirmed for North American release. Yay!
Mario Tennis is the evolution of Pong. I don't know.
They ripped off Pong.
Those bastards.
So what's the Budokai collection like? What games does it have?
Budokai 1 and 3.
That's
Block
weird.
2.
That's weird
Really?
though. It's like they
Sucked.
Just those two?
Yep.
How much is it? Is it like 30, 40?
They haven't said.
It's gonna be
They-
60. No, it's gonna be 70.
it would suck, but I would buy it.
Or is it gonna have like online play too for those games?
I don't know. I'm hoping to God.
Because if they're gonna do that, you'd think they'd make, online play for it.
Yeah. Hopefully.
It's weird though. I mean, like, just to skip to, like, even if it's that bad, like, how hard could that be to just, kind of upscale that? They're all very similar looking games. So it's just
Yeah, they're pretty similar. Like, 2 looks like, kind of like 3. 3 looks a bit better.
weird. Yeah,
But,
that makes sense.
like, 1, looking at 1 and 3, that's totally different.
It's the release date. I mean, when did 1 come out compared to 3? Like, years?
Oh, man. I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't remember when 1 came out. Came out a long time ago.
The only Dragon Ball Z game I ever played was that crappy one on the Game Boy Advance.
There's
I
a
forget what it's
lot
called.
on Legend of Goku or something.
It was like the first one that came out that just royally sucked. I forget what it's called.
No. I didn't play much of the Game Boy Advance ones. So they were like RPG type games.
Yeah,
The ones
well,
I played.
The one I played pretty much it was like a top-down, like, shoot lasers out of your hands and be bored.
Yeah.
So I swear I could have beat the final boss on, like, level 1 or whatever, because I just, like, walked in and just annihilated that, Frieza or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
Techno, are you getting a Kinect version? Dragon Ball Z Kinect?
No,
So
I'm
you
not
can-
doing it. No.
Come
no,
on, man.
No.
You need to do a
no,
Let's Play of
damn
it.
it.
Do the
That would be funny. That would be funny.
I would love
You
to
just have to hold your hands together in the middle of your living room and just yell.
as loud as possible.
You have to yell for 45 minutes to charge up your attacks.
And then on the back it says, warning, your neighbors may call the police on you.
It comes with a little microphone and like gigantic speakers to just scream down the streets.
Oh my god. It's gonna be amazing. Game of the year.
Does it make your hair turn yellow?
It should. It's DLC.
It's DLC.
The hair is DLC.
It's a DLC option.
Goku's hair does not turn yellow. You have to pay extra for it.
That would suck. Like, dude, that would suck. Like, if they did that, like, you can't unlock Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, or 4 unless you pay extra.
Yeah, that would
I
blow.
would, oh my
Never
god.
know.
Rage quit.
I would break that copy if that happened. I'd be like, God damn it!
You have to pay DLC to have your power level over 9,000.
Oh, great. So, you want more news?
Hit me with it. Hit me.
Alright, well, guess what? Guess what? Double Dragon, Neon.
Double
It's
D's.
gonna be awesome. Double D's? Double D's. Well, Majesco announced that the Way Forward developed reboot, which Way Forward is awesome because they did a bunch of those 3DS, games that you could download on your 3DS, God damn, what's...
They made Shantae on the Game Boy Color, which is a really good
Oh, they
platform.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's their old school work.
Yeah. What was that one that, like, you switched, like, blocks and stuff? It's, Mighty Switch Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Well, it will be available for download on the PlayStation Network on September 11th for $10, and on Xbox Live Arcade September 12th for 800 Microsoft points. Yeah, Double Dragon. Woo!
I played that once on the Nintendo and I rage quit.
I bet.
I went and played Metroid. Then Castlevania.
And then Mario. And then
No, I went to go play Low G Man, and then Dragon Warrior,
Dr. Jekyll and
Kirby.
Mr. Hyde.
then baseball.
Dude, that's
Then
what I
Yoshi's
want.
Cookie.
I want like HD remake of Castlevania 1 and 3.
Not 2, because 2 sucks. Low G. I don't know.
Yeah.
I played it.
2 pretty much blows. And,
I want an HD remake of Tetris.
Those blocks and super crisp HD graphics.
oh my god.
And Mike Tyson's Punch Out, not on the Wii, but make it like 8-bit, but like HD at the same time. Do it.
Yeah. And also, Yakuza 1 and 2
Yeah,
are coming
that's pretty cool.
to the PS3. Dun dun dun.
That'd be a good
Like,
collection.
yeah.
Those games are pretty long.
Haven't played those.
Yeah, a lot of
Should.
people haven't.
Well, I don't have a PS2. I need to get one of those.
No, it's coming for the PS3 HD.
Oh yeah, huh. But then I need to get a job first so I can actually pay for anything, because I already like killed myself with the freaking Steam Summer Sale. So,
Everyone has.
dude, I like spend money I shouldn't have. Like my dad's like sitting there all pissed because I spend some like gas money because I don't have a job on freaking Steam games.
You sell my
But who
blood.
wouldn't say no? Yeah, just sell your hair.
Donate it.
But who wouldn't pass up Borderlands for $5 or whatever, you know?
They're crazy.
Yeah.
That's Steam, man. Raping wallets, one wallet at a time.
Oh.
They're climbing in your windows, they're snatching your wallets up.
Oh, okay. Here's
They're
my
hyper
last news story. It's about Ratchet and Clank full frontal assault. I was about to say ass, but as a PSN download for some time this fall, it will go back to classic third-person camera and weapon system with presumably platforming. The biggest addition to gameplay is tower defense mode, where players must create bases to fend off invading enemies. Insomniac Games assures us that even though tower defense will be part of the game, it shall not have a major focus on the gameplay. Another fun tidbit is the inclusion of cooperative campaign multiplayer, both online or split screen. Players can choose to play as Ratchet, Clank, and Captain Quark. No clues as to how many players can be in at once or if there will be other playable characters. Also, buying Full Frontal Assault gets you a playable demo for Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. Thumbs up, everyone. Thumbs up.
Cool.
Nice. That co-op's
Yeah.
pretty cool. The option.
Tower defense is pretty cool.
It's awesome.
Anyway, one minute though, like, have you ever heard of a game called Sanctum?
No.
Sounds
Well, it's a
familiar.
PC game that's like $10 right now. It's like a first-person shooter / tower defense game. And me, like Midipore and Knight Rider Gamer and everybody have been like co-oping that for like 2 nights now. It's pretty awesome.
So, Dan,
Yes, Techno.
what news do you have?
Oh, Jesus. So I'm going to save this news article about the Ouya for my last one, because it'll lead into the topic, but I have some new technology for all you technology geeks out there, and it's budget price is $70, but it seems really interesting, and it's a device called Leap, and what this is basically a new way to control your computer with hand gestures, almost like Kinect for your computer or something. It's really weird, but they show people like, you know, on Paint, you use your finger to actually like draw, and you like swipe up and down with your hand to like move through web pages, and they actually showed it working with like Half-Life, and you're like pointing like, you know, your hand like a gun gesture, and you like pull your thumb as your trigger, and it worked. But it's really unique. You can find it at a website called live.leapmotion.com, and it's actually up for pre-order. It's $70, and it's like a small little like kind of rectangular device that you put in front of your computer, and it seems to work with, you know, games, web pages, browsing the web, stuff like that. It's really weird.
So if you're browsing the web with it and you're like moving your finger up and down and stuff, isn't there touchscreens for that already?
Yeah, and that's the thing they said is like, you know, there's touchscreens, but they said something about more immersive, more responsive than a touchscreen.
Now I can sit halfway across the room, just wave my hand at my computer.
No, you never have to get up. You just flail your hands about, and it'll do it.
Just sit on my couch and just wave my hand at my computer. I'm like, go away.
But yeah,
Don't look at me.
some other news articles I have 3 that are basically just about, you know, some cool collector items and limited editions. The first one is, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, this is kind of like a, you know, definitely a highly collectible, sought-after item for a lot of Final Fantasy fans, and that's the Sky, the Art of Final Fantasy collection. And it came out in Japan, like, it's been out actually, but it's really expensive. Like, the cheapest prices on like bookstores are like $400 for this set. It's like super expensive, but it is going to be actually printed for America, and I think they have it available for pre-order on Amazon for like $90, which is actually the cheapest it's ever been. But if you don't know this, it's actually a compilation of, you know, 3 books that are like volumes, hundreds of pages of just artwork from all the various Final Fantasy games. I can list off what it has here. It has 3 11 by 3 1/4, you know, 10 by hardcover books printed on high quality stock. So there's 3 volumes. They're separated, and the first volume is 144 pages containing artwork from Final Fantasy 1 through 3. Volume 2 is 276 pages, which contains contributions from Final Fantasy 4 through 6, and Volume 3 is 156 pages and includes artwork from Final Fantasy 7 to 10. And that's kind of where it cuts off, so there's nothing like newer stuff like, you know, 13 or 12. And it also includes 128-page softcover full like book of photographs and images, and an extensive look into like the artist's career, which is Omona, if you don't know. It has like timelines. It's really in depth, and it also includes 2 like small flip books that like of different artwork with 2 different movies. And it contains another acetane print with silver ink, which is actually really pretty. And it contains 2 small postcards featuring interior and exterior work of the artwork that's actually used on the high quality box to contain all these books. And I think it comes with, yes, and a little card signed by the actual artist, Yoshitaka Omona. So it's quite the collection. If you can, I'm sure you go to Amazon and just type in, it's called The Sky, the Art of Final Fantasy. You could probably find it in the book section, but really like huge, massive 3-volume books of nothing but Final Fantasy artwork, and another book detailing like about the artist. It's really sought after, obviously, since it goes for hundreds on other websites. But it doesn't have an official release date yet, but it's just up for pre-order. And the other thing is, for all you Ni no Kuni fans, or if you pre-ordered the Wizards Edition, this might be very exciting actually for you. And that is, they're actually going to expand the Wizards Edition. So they recently announced this, but Namco Bandai has announced plans to expand the Ni no Kuni Wizards Edition that was announced recently. Basically, they want to include even more bonuses, but they say the bonus items will be included kind of like on a, like the more pre-orders they get, the more items they're going to include. Basically, it's almost like a little Kickstarter for like the Wizards Edition. So, like, and there is an official date on when you need to buy this. So if you want the Wizards Edition, you have until August 31st. They specifically said, and it came out finally, that all pre-orders will be accepted on Club Namco until August 31st. After that, it's done. So if you want the Wizards Edition, you have another month and a half or so. And they're going to judge, like, by that date, how many pre-orders they get, like what items they'll include of even more extras. So it's guaranteed there'll definitely be more items coming to the Wizard Edition for free basically and no price at all. So that's awesome of Bandai Namco to do. And for NISA, for all you fans of the exclusive sets that they've done, like for Ali or Metaru and Hyperdimension Neptunia, they are doing another exclusive set for an upcoming RPG called Mugen Souls. And basically it's, they actually have two sets. One of them's a more expensive $100 set, which basically comes with all the contents of the limited edition, but it has like 3 Nendoroid figures of the characters, which I'm not too interested in because it's weird because I don't know anything about the characters. So like, why would I want figures of characters I don't even know? But the limited edition, they do have a regular limited edition, which I'll probably get, which is $65, which is the regular price for the other sets. And basically, it comes in like a similar box. You get the game, you get an art book, you get an OST soundtrack CD, and like typical NISA, you get some weird extra shit that's like unnecessary as hell. But you get like a sponge that's like in the shape of like one of the characters, and you get a hand towel that's like 7x7 hand towel with like the character on it. So I mean, hell though, like a regular game costs $60. It's a budget price limited edition, $5 more. You get an awesome art book, soundtrack CD. And for a standard edition, if you just want to buy the game by itself, you still do get a bonus, and you get the soundtrack if you buy the regular edition, first print. So that's interesting.
But if you want to give yourself a sponge bath with a character.
Yeah, you can wipe yourself with the sponge and then dry off with the little hand towel. Tiny little hand towel. Take forever.
Just take the character and just rub it all over your penis.
It's so random though. They're really random with what they include. It's something I'm excited about. Anyone who knows like figure collecting and all that knows that like Nendoroids are like these really popular like small figurines that like they make for like various video games and like animes. And they're not really big, but they're like really, kind of chibi style like looking figures. But they recently announced that they will be making Tales RPG Nendoroid figures coming soon for Vesperia, Graces F, and Ilya. So basically it's confirmed that 6 characters so far, and basically you get from Vesperia Yuri, of course, and Estelle. And from Ilya you get the main character Jude and Milia, and from Graces F you get Asbel and Sophie. And they recently did a poll actually for this, and the most demanded characters were Yuri, obviously, from Vesperia, and Asbel from Tales of Graces. So it's awesome, and the reason it's so awesome is because they're not expensive, actually. The figures are 500 yen a piece, which is roughly like $6, so they're not expensive at all. Or you can buy a box set for 4,000 yen, which is about, like $46, where you get all 6 figures, a secret figure that they haven't announced yet, and a duplicate figure. So I might actually get that since I want them all, basically. They all look really good. I love Tales of Graces, and of course I need that Yuri figure, so I just want some figure of Yuri. They're really adorable too, like they're like chibi style, but they're actually really well articulated. They look like the characters. They said the hardest ones to make were the Tales of Ilya characters because like they're really highly detailed, particularly with Milia. She has like this really crazy hair with like, some really in-depth hair coloring, so that was really challenging. But budget price figures, I definitely want them. I think they're actually available now for pre-orders. I think they come out later this year, like winter. And my final news article, which will lead into a topic, but that is recently came out as a topic on PCMagazine.com, and that's basically Kickstarter's Ouya looks like a scam. And basically, if you don't know what Ouya is, we've been talking about it for a while. It's the new $99 Android platform console, and basically they're saying that like their big debate is like they're kind of skeptical about Kickstarter because why would Ouya need a Kickstarter? And I was kind of like suspicious about that too. Like, why does Ouya need a Kickstarter? They were already talking about it before Kickstarter and like how it would be released and all that. So one thing is they're thinking is that maybe Ouya was rejected from other like big publishers. Like they didn't want the liability of producing Ouya, so they had to go through another source like Kickstarter to be able to produce these. And the other thing is, if you don't know Kickstarter is kind of a sketchy place, but basically how it works is if a project doesn't get funded but you invest in it, you get your money back, so you don't lose anything. But if a project is successfully funded, you get charged, obviously. But it specifically states in Kickstarter, if people aren't aware of this, they don't owe you anything if it gets funded. There's no liability at all. So basically, if you get funded, you pay for it, that's good. But, there's nothing saying that these people have to get you the item, like, right away, or, if people can easily, and they've done it before on Kickstarter, run away with your money. And here's the thing, too, they're really skeptical about, is because the 12 top most funded Kickstarter programs, or, like, Kickstarter items, were, like, technology pieces. And they say, like, out of those 12, only 4 have ever came out that were successfully funded, so...
Wow.
They're just saying that...
It's going to be the Pandora all over again.
Basically, they're just saying that Ouya kind of looks to be that, like... And they reached their goal, like, insanely fast. They reached it in a day, but it's been kind of slowing down, like, the money. But they're saying, like, that Ouya is kind of set up for that. I mean, is it too good to be true? Like, people think it's just too good to be true. And yeah, like, there's no liability, it's already been funded. They don't owe you anything. You have to really look at the fine details of Kickstarter. Even if a project's funded, they don't owe you anything.
Yeah, I don't know, like, Kickstarter, it's a good idea, it really is, like, I don't know, like, there's a few things I donated money to with Kickstarter, but, like, I don't know, it's lately I just been hearing Kickstarter this, Kickstarter that, Kickstarter this, I'm like, dude, come on,
Kickstarter up the ass.
Yeah. But, I don't know, it's a good idea, like, the whole Kickstarter idea is great, but I'm personally getting tired of, like, hearing about it.
Yeah, it's like every other day some kid and his mom want to get a Kickstarter for, like a popsicle stick Eiffel Tower or some shit. We'll just send those out to people.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea at its core because, you're talking about, like, indie musicians could get funded, or more particularly indie game developers particularly go there because they obviously won't have a chance in hell with, like, major developers, so it's a good way for them to get funded so they can actually do stuff with their game and better things. But there's a lot of random stuff on Kickstarter, like, that's, like, really, people are buying this. Like, I saw some, like, it was, like, millions for, like, some dice, like, high-quality artistic dice. And I'm like, really? Like, they're, like, trying to, like, hype it up, like, ooh, it's made out of, like, super rare wood and all that. I'm like, oh, come on, like, give me a break. It's like,
Go to the dollar store.
There's people who donated, like, $10,000 for, like, a set of, like, super rare dice or something. I'm like, you guys are insane. It's like...
Yeah.
Like, really, too, is what I'm skeptical about is because I hear about it so much. Like, you hear about Kickstarters and the programs starting up. What I don't hear is people actually getting their stuff. Like, I rarely hear people actually talk about, like, oh, check out this, like, limited thing I got from Kickstarter or whatever. So it seems to take a while. Like, people feel like they want the money first, and then they kind of probably worry less, like, after getting successfully funded, and they're like, no, we can take our time with it now, So it's weird.
Well, how much, like, well, here's the question, like, have you guys ever, like, donated money with Kickstarter, like, and if so, like, how many Kickstarters have you done?
I done one for Class of Heroes 2, which wasn't successfully funded, but it was for, like, a limited edition for the PSP game, and I donated a few for some indie games. There's an indie RPG called Boot Hill Heroes, which I think was successful. And it's basically like a Western-style Earthbound game. It looks pretty cool, but, like, I'm really picky about if I ever donate anything. I'm really picky about what it is. I want to make sure it's something I know I can, like, that'll come out or something that I'll get.
Yeah, I've done 2, and I didn't really donate much. I only donated like $10 a piece for the 2, but even if it doesn't get funded or whatever, like, it's $10, I don't really care, but
yeah,
I don't know, I wouldn't go, I really didn't want to go higher than that.
Yeah, and people gotta remember, it's kind of more of a donation than anything. Some people think it's like an investment, but you don't owe, like, any, like, just because you spend, like, hundreds or maybe even thousands into a project, you don't owe, like, anything in that. You don't have any say in that, unless they specifically say that, but yeah, some people get that confused, exactly. But it's a
Yeah,
great
that's-
resource that's out there, but I feel like sometimes too people abuse it, and like there's just random Kickstarters you don't need. Like there's that one for what was it, Penny Arcade for $1 million or whatever to not have ads on their site for a year. I'm like, this is some random shit. Like you guys are
That's
just random.
stupid.
It's like that's your ad revenue, but whatever. You know, I guess you don't need it. But like
Yeah.
people, I don't know. People have lots of money. People buy anything. I guess kind of goes to show that.
Yeah, I did just one, and I paid $65 for Redux.
Oh yeah, that's coming out though.
So, yeah.
Yeah, see that kind of stuff too. Like if it's a homebrew game, or you know, if they want to do something more, like the Class of Heroes I donated for was a game that was already set to come out, but only as a digital copy. And basically, they just wanted like a couple of $1,000s to actually make some physical copies for like the collectors out there, but it wasn't successful, unfortunately. But that kind of stuff is cool, and I am all over indie games. Like I'm always looking up the indie stuff on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
You can tell the people who are really passionate about their Kickstarters too, because usually the best Kickstarters have like a really good video detailing what their
Yeah.
product's about
Yeah.
and exactly what's going on. So that's when you can like kind of trust it. You gotta look for that. Usually, especially when asking for so much money, I think it's really important to have like a personal connection and put yourself out there, basically talking in front of the camera about your project. I don't know. I mean, Ouya, a lot of people, you know, are going to be charged for that, and just be careful, just be aware. You know, it could be a while. I know they said next year it's set to come out, but there's a lot of stuff that people are skeptical about Ouya about.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't put any money.
I didn't either. I'm like borderline. Like I think it's a cool idea, but I'm just really skeptical about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably won't give them any money either, but I would. I don't know. I've been kind of thinking of if it actually comes out, I might buy it and use it as like an emulation system.
Yeah, I mean, it's really weird. Like I know, like you're gonna get the Android marketplace on the Ouya, but you're not gonna get big developers because they're not gonna want their games on that kind of system where, you know, their game can easily be tampered with, or, you know, they just won't get it like the same amount of money. So I know it's going to be lacking maybe, you know, big hitters, you know, big producers, big developers, but it's opening the door for indie developers and stuff like that. But at the same time, I mean, you're leaving the door open for hackers. They could totally fuck up your infrastructure in hours. So that's kind of seems sketchy.
Well, there's this one game from Robo Tokis that will saying it's going to be the first exclusive for the Ouya.
Yeah, I mean, people, like I mentioned before, the Ouya is actually a really powerful system. It runs on some pretty decent graphic hardware. So you'd be surprised what they could do with that system.
I'm sort of wondering why they named it Ouya.
I don't know.
It's so dumb.
There's a lot of random names out there like Wii and what they name.
Well, it's not. I don't even think it's as bad as Wii, because like I'm gonna play some Ouya.
Yeah, that sounds badass. I'd rather say that than Wii. I'm gonna play with my Wii. I'm gonna play with my Ouya.
I'm gonna play with my Wii U.
Ouya.
I'm gonna play with your Wii.
I want the limited edition Kool-Aid Man version.
Oh yeah.
The Ouya.
Like every time you turn it on, Kool-Aid Man just busts through the freaking walls.
That would be awesome.
Play with some freaking Mario with you on emulators or some shit.
I'd buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1. Bingo!
But yeah, I guess that is basically all my news articles.
I just got one news article, and this one's actually kind of awesome. I can't wait to get this, but courtesy of Comic Book Movie and Archer Animation, they're in the process of making the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past into an anime. Now, this is like just released, not too much information about this, not even a release date, so I'm not really sure if this is like true or not. It might be just a rumor, but yeah, they're making Legend of Zelda, at least the Link to the Past, into an anime. I don't know if it's going to be like a movie or like, a 26 episode series. I don't know. It's very, very vague of what information they have right now. But what they did say is they managed to recruit known voice actors for this anime, actors from Dragon Ball Z and Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, dude, that's fucking awesome. Full Metal, baby.
Yeah, that sounds
I'm
awesome.
trying to remember what that one Link said in that one Zelda cartoon is like.
Excuse me, princess.
Excuse me, princess.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that one.
They should remake it like that.
That'd be funny. Like, this is Link to the Past. This is fucking serious. Excuse me.
I think they will have something like that, but not that horrible.
Obvious.
Like they'll go back to just for people that remember it.
Poke fun at it.
Yeah, poke fun at it. Yeah.
And I think if they actually do make this thing, it's not gonna be a piece of crap. It's gonna be like some awesome Blu-ray anime edition. I don't know
about that though.
Well, this is still a rumor. We don't know if it's coming out yet. But if it does, I would probably want like a 26 episode anime series, or if I can't have that, at least like a 13 episode anime series. I think that would be totally awesome.
Yeah, I don't know about them making a Link to the Past anime, because I can change some opinions on stuff. Yeah.
If any fanboys of that will, critically analyze the anime.
It sounds like it might be done, if it does happen, with Funimation, because they were the ones that do Dragon Ball Z and Full Metal Alchemist.
Will Link be charging with a sword yelling for 2 hours straight?
It better. That's a limited edition Blu-ray version. That's just
the extended cut.
Extended.
An extra 2 hours of yelling.
It's gonna be top-down anime. It's just like super clear.
Shit.
I wonder if it would be done by the company who, like, I don't know if you guys, use your 3DS and, like, occasionally watch those videos that pop up on your Nintendo video app, but, like, some people did some really nice, I forgot who, but did really nice Kid Icarus. Yeah. Really nice Kid Icarus animes, and those were actually pretty nice. Those are pretty cool, so I wonder if that could possibly maybe be the same company.
They better start making 3D animes, otherwise I'm going to rage, because that was freaking awesome.
Yeah, those animes are really cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, that's really all the news story I have.
Want to get into maybe questions? If you got any?
The time! Who's got the time?
It's question time!
Yeah, so the first question we have is from Return from Mother Base, and he asked, if you could make any music rhythm game, what would it be, and what would the catch gimmick be, and who would star in it?
Yeah. These music rhythm games are making a comeback, which I'm happy about. That's a Final Fantasy one. No, kidding.
You know what, I could see a cool Mega Man one.
Dude, Metal Gear Solid. Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid.
It's where you gotta walk to the rhythm of some noise or something. And you just hide behind it or something like that.
I don't know, I'm a big fan of like Super Nintendo music, so maybe if Nintendo made a music rhythm game where it's a music rhythm game and it takes like all the Super Nintendo classics and takes songs from like each one, and those are your music rhythm games that you play to. And maybe
Super Nintendo music's awesome.
Maybe it's got like footage of the game and going on in the background or something. It'd be really cool.
I would have to go with Mega Man. So, because there's a lot of like great classic 8-bit music from the NES I would love to have as a music rhythm game.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
You know Tetris DS, those puzzle ones where it gives you like 5 or 6 pieces and then you have to put them in the right spot to clear all the lines at the same time?
Yeah.
Say you have that, but you put it to like some sort of piece of old Nintendo music or something, and you know that one drop-down feature where you press up and it instantly flashes down to the bottom and makes your line?
Yeah.
Make it so you have to make a line on every beat, but still have to do the puzzle thing? That'd be fucked up.
That'd be crazy. What about you, Trevor?
I would say like make it like Nintendo, Sega, like actual like just a company, and put all their game, and they could like put out multiple, like they can make a series out of it and put like say for Sega's first one they put a bunch of Sega Master System games together, and then next Genesis games, and then
Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn, and up and up and up, and then
yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Same thing with Nintendo.
Yeah, especially with the 8-bit and 16-bit era, those have a distinct sound that I just absolutely love.
The rest is generic.
Yeah.
Not really.
And I think like they're so distinct too that it'd be easy to chop them up and like put them to notes for a music rhythm game. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Tyrion 2K. That soundtrack is awesome.
Nice. Let's see. Next question's from our friend Mikey's Monarch, and he asks, do any of you own Rayman Origins? If not, why not? Because it's awesome.
It is awesome, but I don't own it.
I do
Eventually.
own it, and it's awesome.
I do not own it, but I did play the demo for the 3DS, and I liked it. So if I don't know, if I see it in GameStop or Walmart, when I'm just casually shopping, I'll probably pick it up for that system.
I got it for PS3.
Yeah, I'll probably get it for 360.
All I have to say is nope. I don't have it. I'll do the check test of nope. Because I don't have any money.
Yeah, it's a really
Or
good
anything.
platform. If you haven't played Rayman Origins, it's got beautiful art style, and it's, not a whole lot of platformers nowadays, and it's a damn good platformer.
I'll only make money appear out thin air for the Steam Summer Sale.
But let's see, we got one last question, and this is from Elmer T. William, and he asks, what is your favorite wrestling game? Also, who is your favorite wrestler?
God damn it.
He continues with, I love Saturday Night Slam Masters for the NES and No Mercies for the Nintendo 64. I love Big Boss Man and Papa Shango growing up. So he asks, what's your favorite wrestling game and who's your favorite wrestler?
Shit.
All the ones in the Nintendo 64, I guess.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones I've played, and I can't remember the names because they're all different, like acronym shit.
Yeah, PlayStation 1 ones.
WCW, NWO Revenge on the 64, SmackDown 1 and 2 on PlayStation 1.
Had that.
Yeah.
I had that, and what was that one? WWF Attitude.
Yeah, WWF Attitude, and there was...
I had that. SmackDown. There's No Mercy.
Yeah. And then they had a fuck ton on PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Favorite wrestler, though? I don't know. Like, I used to watch wrestling back when I would say it was in his prime, and I remember a lot of awesome wrestlers. I was always a big fan of The Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to have to say WCW would be Goldberg, WWF, The Rock.
To me, they're all the same.
I like Bret Hart, too.
See, I used to love WCW and NWO Revenge for the 64. I used to play all, like, the WWE SmackDown games, the PlayStation 1. Let's see. I think the last wrestling game I played was, oh, what the hell are they called now? It's like WW. I think it's like SmackDown versus Raw 2011. Is that the newest one?
Well, not now, but it was.
Okay.
It's the last SmackDown versus Raw. Now they're just like WWE 12 and WWE 13.
Okay, well the last one I definitely played was a versus game, so it was probably SmackDown versus Raw. And see, my favorite wrestlers is The Undertaker. I used to like the $1 Million Man growing up just because I liked his little theme song. I like John Cena a little bit. And that's about it. You know, just those three. I like The Rock too.
The Road Warriors. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember I used to play the first SmackDown vs. Raw a lot on the PS2. And the reason I liked it is because it had like unlockables for, you know, legends basically, like Bret Hart, Road Warriors, stuff like that. So it was really awesome to have that. And it was pretty well done too. It was fun to play.
Yeah, I like the old school Kane a lot too.
Yeah, I remember they had that on there, the masked version of Kane, which I like.
Yeah.
That was cool.
He was scary. I was like, fuck!
Any favorite type of matches? You know, like tables or...
I like the cage matches.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell, I love that.
Hell in a Cell!
Yeah.
I remember watching that live, the Undertaker versus Mankind, when he threw him off the cage, and then through the cage, and that wasn't supposed to happen.
That was cool.
It's one of my favorite matches.
There's a lot of different matches. Tables.
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah, exactly.
I never liked the cage matches on the N64 games because you couldn't get the chairs and shit.
Dude, those matches on like any video game, I didn't care. I always like left the cage and like climbed on top of it like as soon as the match started. Like that's the only place I wanted to fight.
Yeah, I remember I'd do that on SmackDown vs. Raw because the computers eventually would kind of follow you, and like they'd climb towards the top, so I'd just like throw them off and all that. It's funny.
He also has one more question. He says, "What is the best way to ask any future questions?"
By asking.
Okay. Well, you could either leave a comment below on any of the YouTube videos, usually, you know, the newest one. You could also email us at pressstartpod@gmail.com. You could also leave us a thing on Twitter. Techno takes care of the whole Twitter stuff, so...
Yeah.
Waters.
The Facebook page.
Oh, yeah, Facebook page. We have a link on the forums. You know, so there's a couple different places.
Or you could communicate it to me, Nostalgic Dan, telepathically, and just, like, send it to me via brainwaves, and I'll get it. It's like, okay, I got Mikey's question. He asked, what's your favorite color?
Fucking psychics. They always lie.
They're always right.
No, they lie.
They lie about being right.
Bullshit.
But, yeah, that's all our questions, so...
Good stuff. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming. We all have questions.
We do.
Well, guys, you guys know what time it is?
No, I don't.
Name that pony.
Close, man.
Spider
very,
Dash.
very close.
Sprinkle Dash.
Sprinkle Dash. Who the fuck is that?
Just combine
Rainbow Dash, you punk loser. It's time for Quick Freeze's My Little Trivia.
Yay.
Yay!
Explosions.
And since Dan won last week,
God damn it!
Rating champ like 3 weeks in a row.
yeah, he got to pick the theme for this week, and it's based on the Nintendo DS.
Ooh-wee.
Great.
Ooh-wee.
You guys ready?
Ooh-yeah. I'm ready.
Alright.
Ooh-yeah.
Well, I added a lot more bonus questions in this one.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank God.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna let
Okay.
you guys win. How about that?
No.
I'll go easy on it.
Alright, ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, do we say Ouya? Or
Yeah.
Oceans or...
Say explosions.
Okay.
Said
Explosion.
WTF boom.
Alright. Question 1. The first Nintendo DS had a pack-in demo.
Explosions.
What was-
Explosions!
WTF
No,
boom.
I got it.
Dan,
Explosions.
Dan got it.
Metroid Prime Hunters.
Correct.
Wrong.
Yeah.
His first hunt.
No, it is called Person, but that's what it is.
Oh!
Don't worry.
He didn't ask the full title. He just said it was demo.
Alright, well you got it, so.
Metroid
Alright,
Prime
question 2. What is the only Mega Man Battle Network game released
shit.
on the DS?
I forget.
There's a shit ton of Mega Man games on DS.
Wait, Battle Network?
Yep, what is the only Mega Man Battle Network game?
Explosions.
What is it?
White?
Name a color.
No.
No.
Just name a color.
Explosions.
What is it?
Blue.
Nope.
No, that's on the Game Boy Advance. I have that one.
No. Why is Mega Man battling on networks? Makes no sense.
You know what it is, Trevor?
No, but I remember. I don't even think it has a color on the name, does it?
Nope. It's called Mega Man Battle Network 5 Double Team.
Wow,
Yeah,
I've never
I
heard of that.
Didn't have a color.
I've
Yep,
never heard
because it was basically 2 games in one, because on the GBA it was known as Team Colonel and Team Proto Man. So they
Yeah.
put it on the DS as Double Team.
Interesting. I thought I saw that in a store once. It had like a first-person 3D view or something like that. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah. Alright, so no one got that right. Alright, next question, and this is a 2-parter, so it's worth 2 points.
We
Okay. How many models of the DS were there?
Explosions.
God damn it.
Okay.
Alright, how many?
I can name them too. There's 4 in there. You got the original DS, DS Lite, and DSi, and DSi XL.
Right, for 2 points.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Explosions. Yeah.
Damn it.
WTF boom.
Okay, let's see. The next question is number 4. And the question is, what came first for the DS? Castlevania Dawn of
God.
Sorrows.
Explosions. Dawn of Sorrows.
I'm amazed you got that right when I didn't even give the other 2 games.
Because that was the first Castlevania. I fucking owned that. And
Yeah, but I
it's
could
awesome.
but I
You
could
could have said something else besides Castlevania.
I know. I have 2 other games that are not even Castlevania.
What came first, Castlevania or Super Mario 64 DS?
I'm
Super
amazed
Mario
you got that right, but
Good job, Tiger. I'm proud of you.
I know.
That's
Do
mine.
you
No one
want to
does
know what the
Castlevania.
other games were?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the other game was the Sonic Classic.
Oh, so they're different. I thought you were gonna say like, because there were like 3 on the DS, so I thought you were gonna say like between the 3 DS ones, which came first.
No, I was gonna say Castlevania Dawn of Sorrows, Sonic Classic Collection, or the Hannah Montana game.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say like Portrait of Sorrow or Portrait of Ruin
Yeah,
or Aria of Sorrow.
that's what I thought too.
Well, you're lucky you got that right. So, all right, next question. Okay, there are 2 Nintendo DS games available on the Club Nintendo
Explosions.
Rewards.
God, I don't even know.
Explosion.
Oh yeah, I do.
Explosions.
God
What
damn.
are they?
Game & Watch Collection, and then Game & Watch Collection 2.
You got it right.
Oh, I thought you were talking about freaking downloadable ones. Shit.
No. Alright, next question. What year was the Nintendo DS first released in the United States?
Shit. Explosions?
Explosions, 2005.
Dan said Explosion first.
What? He did? Nuh-uh.
Yeah, he did.
I want to say it's
Come on.
actually much older, actually. I think it's 2004.
You got it right.
Yes, man.
I don't
It's
have my
actually
original
surprisingly
DS
old.
list. I'm behind of anyway.
Yeah, I had the original DS, so. I remember it being old, but it's hard to believe. It's 8 years
I could just say I was trying to sabotage you.
It was made in 99. It came out in...
No. Alright, next question. Who was the unlockable character in Super Mario 64 DS?
Explosions?
Techno, what is it?
Yoshi?
Nope.
God,
That's what you start out with.
No.
Don't you unlock 2 characters?
I want to say explosions.
What is it?
Wario?
You got it right.
Yep.
Yes.
What about Luigi?
He was in
Luigi
there.
was already playable.
Yeah.
Okay, next question, and this is a two-parter,
Oh god.
so it's worth 2 points.
I'm fucked already.
Alright. How many Kirby games were released on
Oh,
the
shit.
DS? Now,
Oh
for
my
a bonus
God.
point,
Oh my
you
God.
have to name them all.
Oh my god, explosions.
God.
Shit ton. I know I'm debating between 2 numbers, but I'm gonna say 4.
4 is correct.
Yes, okay.
Oh my god.
And I know one's Kirby's Superstar Ultra, Kirby's Mass Attack, Kirby's Canvas Curse, and I cannot remember the other one. Kirby's Canvas Curse, Mass Attack, Superstar Ultra. Damn. I cannot remember the other one.
Techno, do you know the 4 games?
Fuck no. I don't remember the last one.
Trevor?
Nope.
Alright, the games were Kirby's Mass Attack, Kirby's Superstar Ultra, Kirby's Canvas Curse, and Kirby's Squeak Squad.
Oh my
Squeak
god.
That's all I know.
Oh my
No.
god.
Ah.
I got 3
Okay.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah, you got 3 of them. But
Oh,
you had
yes.
Alright, next question.
Squad.
There was a gold edition of the Nintendo DS with the Legend of Zelda Triforce on it.
Mm-hmm.
What was the model of the gold edition?
Explosions?
Alright, Techno said explosion.
I'm going to say DS slot.
You are correct, sir.
Oh yeah, I remember
Bonnie.
now. I
Ah.
remember now.
Okay.
I swear I got lag.
I call
Next-
lag. Bad
Lag.
noob.
Just blame it on the freaking lag.
Freaking lag, man.
Get better internet.
Any questions?
Okay. Yeah, I got, I'm on question 10. So there's 2 more questions left. And the score is right now, Techno, you have 2 points. Dan, you have 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
God damn it.
Trevor has none. So,
You got bonus questions though, so I don't think anyone's out of it.
alright, next question is, what game featured a variety of puzzles with mathematical questions to Sudoku
Explosions.
puzzles? What is it?
Yeah.
Brain Age.
Brain Age is correct.
Good one.
Okay, this is the bonus question worth 3 points.
Oh shit.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. On March 2012, all models of the Nintendo DS combining together have sold over 150 million units, becoming the second best selling video game system.
Wow.
What was the first?
Explosions. Isn't it the PS2?
The PS2 is correct.
Wow, I didn't know.
Wow. Okay, so after all the questions, Techno, you have 2 points. Trevor, you have 4 points. And Dan, you have 6 points.
Yay.
God, if I lose this again, I
He's gonna break his own kneecaps.
He is going to break his own kneecaps.
It's like, no.
Alright, Dan, yet
Just
again,
stereo.
Dan, you are the winner, so pick a theme for
Oh,
next
wow.
week.
Oh my god, let's see. You know what? I've been really digging the PSP, so PSP.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Fucked.
PSP is not... Alright.
PlayStation
It's the
Portable,
PS
babe.
PSP it is.
Ooh,
Alright. Alright. Congratulations.
yeah. Man, reigning champ. Can
Yeah, I
I
know.
ever be dethroned? I love my DS.
At least I didn't end up with 0.
I know, I'm kind of surprised you got the last question right.
I know, like I knew the DS sold like a shit ton of units, but I know it's the most successful handheld, but I didn't know like what the #1 selling system was.
I'm used to defending myself against shit-talking fanboys who think more stuff sells more than other stuff.
Yeah.
Especially the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Oh my gosh.
That makes sense to PS2 because that shit was supported forever. Like literally, there were games coming out on that system.
They're still selling them in Walmart.
Yeah, they're totally worth it.
$100.
I love my PS2 Slim. I had a fat, but it broke on me.
You notice there's two models of the Slim?
Is there?
Because the one that's out at Walmart now, it doesn't have like the ridges on the front. It's sort of flat. It's like not rounded, it's flat, and it has like a somewhat shiny surface on the side that isn't the disc cover on the top, and it has an internal power supply, so it doesn't have a brick on the cord.
Oh.
And it runs cooler too.
I got the original Slim because it has an adapter with a brick and it's got like the ridges and stuff. It's black.
And my sister got one of those. I was like, what the fuck is that?
It's so tiny, man. Like, it could be a portable system if you wanted it to. It doesn't even weigh a pound.
Why doesn't the PS3 look like that?
I don't know, the PS3, I mentioned that last time too. I'm like, the PS3 Slim is so ironic because it's not necessarily a slim version. It's heavy as hell still and big as hell.
It's slimmer than the freaking original PS3. Oh my gosh. Like, I've had this PS3 Slim for like a couple of years now or whatever. I go and like to a game store and look at the PS3, like the fat model. I'm like,
it's cartoon.
Ugh.
It's like, wow.
It's so thick.
I remember that. Those things are
I could
heavy.
kill someone with it.
Nice.
You think by now they'd probably be able to put it in like a PS2 Slim form because freaking with the technology they're based off of, like the 7800 GTX for video.
I think that was one of the rumors too that we talked about a while back, is that they might be redesigning the PS3 again.
So yeah, I remember that.
And even slimmer.
Like, I saw that. It looks so freaking hideous.
Yeah, the one with like the slot on the corner.
The ridges and shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's weird.
Why?
Because we need it slimmer. Slimmer.
I looked at it on IGN and my eyes started to bleed.
It's weird.
It's horrible.
Nice, but do you want to get into maybe games we've been playing recently?
Sure.
Yes. Start with our guest. Trevor, what have you been playing recently?
Let me just look at my Steam list here. Battlefield Bad Company 2, Borderlands, Call of Duty 4, Counter-Strike, Source Crisis, EDF, Serious Mod a little bit, Left 4 Dead 2 a little bit, Portal 2 a little bit, Audio Surf, The Binding of Isaac, Far Cry 2, Legend of Grimrock, I forgot one. No, Sanctum, SimCity 4, and Tribes Ascend on the PC. And then I played some Link to the Past and Super Mario World recently too.
That's Steam.
Steam. Oh yeah.
I want to play that Legend of Grimrock game.
It's pretty fun. I only got like 3 or 2 hours into it because everything else is distracting me.
Yeah. Have you ever beat The Binding of Isaac? I still haven't.
No, I keep on dying like in the room before the boss.
Yeah, I've gotten, like, the last time I played it, it was like the farthest I've ever made it, and on that one playthrough I actually unlocked 2 characters, but it was the best I did, but that game's all about getting, like, the best items, and it's just, like, really random.
It has to be like the perfect run to beat it.
Yeah, like, you gotta have that run where you just get, like, all those rare items or all those great items to do it.
My problem is that one boss named Gertie, that one freaking like Pizza the Hut sitting there in the middle of the room spraying shit at you.
Yeah. I hate that guy.
Oh, it drives me nuts. And they spawn these little ball things that just puke testicles all over you. I don't know.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been playing The Binding of Isaac recently because the DLC came out, new downloadable content.
I didn't get that. I just bought Binding of Isaac.
Yeah. It was on sale too for a good price. It was like $2.50 or something.
My stupid internet cap, because I have like 50 gigabytes per month, right? And I pretty much already use like 27 of it, or 28 of it. I'm downloading Steam games for this month. Steam. I will play it on Steam. Shit. And then I still have Metro 2033 I need to download.
Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah, it's an underrated game. What about you guys?
Internet.
What about you guys? What have you guys been playing recently?
See, I'll go because I haven't really been playing a lot. I've mostly just been watching movies all week. But I've been playing a little Mario Kart 7, just randomly. Last week I was playing the Ultimate Spider-Man, and I beat that, like, right after the podcast last week, and that's still a good game. I'd recommend you guys pick that up if you're even, like, remotely interested in Spider-Man. And I've just been playing some more Final Fantasy, the Theater Rhythm game, just off and on. I finally beat the main kind of like story, which took me like a week. And now I'm just doing the Dark Shrine notes now, so. But yeah, that's basically it for me. I haven't really been playing all that much.
So is it sort of like the Spider-Man games like on the Nintendo 64 and the PS2, like good games like that, sort of?
Well, yeah, well, they're better than the Nintendo 64 ones.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Is it better than Superman 64?
Nothing's better than that.
Yeah.
Everything's shit compared to that.
Nothing's better? Are you sure about that?
Yes, it stands on like a golden pedestal above all games. Ever.
Oh. I think I need to get myself a copy of that then.
Yes.
Fly through some fucking rings.
Yes, and you gotta pay a lot for it because it's really rare.
Uber rare.
It's sought after. I guess I'll go because I've actually been playing quite a bit, but I played a little bit more of No More Heroes on the Wii. I beat another assassin in that. I think I'm on assassin number 6. Fun game, but it's just really repetitive, which is kind of an issue that seems to plague a lot of Suda51's game is repetitiveness, but it's fun. Really quirky too. Played
Does the humor make up for it?
Yeah, it's like the assassin guy I fought was some like guy who was pretending he was a superhero and he's like shooting lasers out of his crotch or something. It was really weird, but it was entertaining to say the least. But those assassins, man, they're so creative with them. Like they're so random. But
Crotch rockets are last generation. It's time for lasers.
it's a fun game. Pew pew. I got a little bit of a fighting kind of game kick. I don't know if it was because of Evo probably, but I played some Tatsunoko vs. Capcom on the Wii, and that's actually a really good fighter. It's just unfortunate that like you really need an arcade stick to really enjoy that game because it kind of sucks playing with the small Wii controller, but it's a quality game. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I played actually quite a bit more of Arcana Heart 3 on the PS3, Nutter Fighter, which is the all-girl fighter, and I beat the story mode with a couple more characters. And I actually really enjoy that. It's a fighting game that takes some learning, and you really have to find that special character that you're like really good with. I know my character, like I can juggle some pretty insane combos actually, but it's a unique game. You really have to learn how to use your Arcana and summon them. But it's fun. And actually I've been playing quite a bit of Lost Odyssey, a lot more, because I really want to finish that up, but I'm on, like, I would say I'm like halfway through Disc 3, and I'm like at the climactic part of the game, basically, where, you know, like, there's this point where, like, you all get separated, and you're, like, kind of playing through separate little stories that kind of intertwine back to one another, so very interesting, very enjoyable.
Is that rare, or getting rare?
It's an RPG, but it's not necessarily rare, like, you can get it for 30, you just have to be careful, like, it has 4 discs, so you have to make sure that you get all 4 discs. Like, you can't get gypped. That's just one thing to make sure of.
Yeah, I actually saw it at GameStop today. It's really not that rare.
Yeah, for a while it actually was becoming rare, like it was going up in price, but I think something happened and it just kind of dropped in price for a little bit. I would say get it while you still can, though. Because I don't think it's sold too well, so I don't think there's like an insane amount of copies out there.
Is that the one where, like, that whatever happens,
yeah,
and
it has
like
a
really sad.
It's a really powerful game, and it's got like one particular sequence in like Disc 2, the beginning of Disc 2, that might bring some people to tears. I know I almost did, but like
yeah, I did too.
They did it so well. It was so powerful, and it came out of nowhere. Like when you like get to it, you wouldn't expect it. You're just like hit with it, like bam, here it is, and it's happy. Really good game though. It's very old school feeling for an RPG. It's simple turn-based, got some nice depth with the ring system, and very enjoyable. I love it. But played a little bit. Actually, I wanted to try this game out that I've had and never played, but it's Guilty Gear 2 Overture on the 360. Not a lot of people have played this game, but I kind of bought it thinking it was like a Dynasty Warriors clone with Guilty Gear characters, but it's not necessarily. It's actually more of like a strategy game with Guilty Gear characters, and it's like you're on a map and you fight to control certain points on the map. So it's really weird, and you have like these little like summon units, almost like a MOBA. Like honestly, it's like Guilty Gear MOBA. Like it's a battle arena type game where you have units and you can summon stronger units, and you're kind of like, the Guilty Gear person you select is kind of like the main leader, and if you get knocked out, that's how you win the match and stuff. You try and knock out the other main person and destroy their main defense. That's like way past the map, so really interesting, but the story is really lacking and the story's not too interesting. But it's fun. It has some chunky camera angles too that aren't so hot. Played a little more Left 4 Dead just because, whenever I get in the mood to shoot some zombies, can't go wrong with Left 4 Dead. Speaking of zombies,
awesome.
yeah, it is, especially with the multiplayer zombies.
Yeah.
But speaking of zombies, I actually played a zombie indie game that's on the Xbox Live Arcade, and it's actually really impressive. It's only an 80 Microsoft point game. I think it actually recently came out on Steam for like super cheap, but it's called Dead Pixel, and it's really interesting. I actually played it and beat it. Like I think it was like 2 hours long, and basically you go through streets. It's a side-scroller like shooter, like 8-bit style, like it's really pixelated, but it combines aspects of an RPG and leveling up and, buying the best equipment and trying to hunt for the best equipment, and you can explore like, random abandoned like rooms and apartments and stuff like that to find items. And it's all about surviving, and like you start to progress, you try and get to survival, as they say, and like you have to go through streets upon streets filled with zombies, and every now and then you'll come across like gigantic hordes of zombies, and it's all about just trying to survive basically and making it to the end, which I did, which was very fun. It was just really addicting trying to level up and killing zombies. Just all kinds of different types of zombies too. There's like super fast ones which are annoying as hell, and then there's like slow ones, there's ones with a shit ton of health that require like forever to kill, and sometimes you get swarmed and you have to use like your automatic, and they have like different guns, so you gotta find like the best equipped. So I preferred using having a handgun and a shotgun, like a double barrel shotgun, and you kind of need an assault rifle because you'll get ambushed by gigantic waves of like zombies, and you really need an assault rifle to clear them out. But very enjoyable. There's different items to use, like you can buy fireworks which will like stop the zombies in their tracks because they're distracted or whatever. It's really fun. Like I highly suggest that if you just want like a quick little zombie adventure, 8-bit style, with some simulation RPG mechanics. And I think it's on Steam now too. That was really
spacing out here. What was that again?
Dead Pixel.
Dead Pixel, alright.
It's actually got a nice amount of content too. Like it took me 2 hours to beat it, and I played it straight because I was addicted. And it's actually got like 2 more like side campaigns to play through, which is pretty cool. I want to try those out.
So it was like a 2D side-scroller shooting game or what?
Yeah, it's like an 8-bit side-scroller zombie survival game with, RPG mechanics and simulation mechanics. Really fun. And I played it.
I'll find it on Steam.
Well, I thought, or maybe it was coming to Steam, but you can definitely find it on Xbox Live Indie Arcade for only 80 points. So totally, that 2 hours of enjoyment for $1, totally worth it. So I played some more Xenoblade, and I've been playing through that, checking my way through that, enjoying it. But man, it's a long game. Like I know it's brutally long. It's like 70 hours, and I'm probably
Still haven't beaten it yet?
Nope. It's 70 hours long around there, and I'm still trekking my way through it. But it's enjoyable. Very interesting. Stuff happens later on.
I stopped at 45 hours. I couldn't play anymore.
Yeah. That kind of game is horrible for me because I have an obsession with RPGs with I have to explore like every facet of a dungeon, and like I feel bad if I miss something. Like I don't want to miss a treasure chest or like a special item, so I have to explore everything. And anyone who plays Xenoblade knows how gigantic these environments are. Like they're huge, and you can literally spend in that game like maybe 5 to 10 hours in the same environment just trying to explore like the whole facet of it and all the secret areas. So it's a gigantic game with the environment.
Can't miss any items that are hidden that are, might possibly be overpowered.
Yeah. Because that always sucks if you do. I feel bad if I miss it.
You have to do it the hard way.
And I played a little bit more of the Third Birthday on the PSP. And I remember last time I said, like, I had to level up or something. I guess you can. Like, the way it works is you can retreat from a mission and go back and replay a mission. But the thing about doing that is if you do that, like, say you progress, like, in a mission, like, maybe halfway, the next time you do that, you have to do the whole mission over again, which is kind of annoying. But I went through and kind of level grinded for a while. And something I didn't know is you can manipulate your genes to make yourself stronger, but like I didn't know like you could actually, it's a random chance that like, so it randomly generates genes and you never know like one time you can get like a level 4 gene and you could just randomly regenerate it again and maybe get like a level 7 gene. So it's all about just randomly trying to get that best setup, which I figured out, which trying to progress through that. And that is actually it. So Techno, what have you been playing?
Well, Steam sale, oh my god. I bought The Binding of Isaac, played that, and bought Darksiders, which I was wanting to play, but I never bought it for some reason, and you know, it seems like a good time because it was cheap. And I bought East Origin, which I haven't played yet because I don't know if I should play Ultima Thule first or Origin.
It's an origin story. It's the one to start
Okay.
off. That takes place before everything.
That's what I thought.
That takes place before even books 1 and 2 Chronicles. So
Okay.
it just explains the story of that all.
Okay. And I also played a little bit of Dragon Quest VIII Journey of the Cursed King. Yeah.
That's a pretty long game too.
Yeah. Pretty long.
Really
But
long.
it's only one disc.
That's because of the art style. I know that because, like, Tales of Vesperia, it's a gigantic game, but because it's done in, like, an anime style, it doesn't require as much memory space, whereas if you do... whereas if you do something like Lost Odyssey, where it's, like, all 3D, you know, done, and, like, super high-res graphics, super high-res cutscenes, you can't do that on one disc, so that required 4 discs just to get all that. And Final Fantasy 13 on the 360 is 3 discs, so it's all about the art style.
How much voice acting does it have in it? 'Cause that's usually a big indicator of how much disk space you'll need.
It has a few, you know, here and there, but most of it's text.
Yeah, that's probably why. Because you know you have those big ass games like Just Cause 2 that probably don't even use half a DVD.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. And I do have a shout out.
Cool. Go for it.
Alright. Shout out. I don't know if we've shouted this guy out, but if we did, here's another shout out for him to go check him out, or I'll bust your kneecaps open with my Sonic Cup thing.
You'll find you and beat your ass.
Not the Sonic Cup.
Not the Sonic Cup! And my mother bought this for like $12, so yeah.
Don't break it.
Hopefully not. But it is X-Corm Muffin X. Yeah.
Yes.
Go. His videos are awesome.
He lives in Japan.
If you like, you know, he lives in Japan.
Does it have pictures of blueberry muffins?
Yes, he does muffins I bought recently.
Muffins I bought recently.
Nothing's better than looking at me some freaking muffins, just makes me
Dude,
hungry.
I love blueberry muffins.
So do I.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah. He's a cool
Eat them
guy.
all day.
Cool guy. Definitely check him out. If you like the import stuff too, like Japanese games. I remember he was one of the first to get up a Let's Play of Tokyo Jungle, which was awesome, but he does cool stuff.
Anybody have Costco's near you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Their muffins
Nope.
are awesome.
You go there for lunch and you just walk around.
Get giant pizzas and just eat their samples all day.
Samples, yeah. It's haven't I seen you 3 times already? No, that was my brother, my twin brother.
We're just wearing the same shirt all day.
We wear the same clothes and everything. But yeah, definitely check out Corn Muffin.
What about that stain on your shirt? I want to call security. You're trying to creep me out.
Nice. But I guess that's it, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I think that's it. Does that wrap up episode 45?
45.
45. We're almost there.
That shit.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely we'll be at episode 69.
69.
It's a milestone. Anyways, definitely got to thank our guest for joining us tonight, Trevor.
Thanks for letting me be here, because I was bored anyway. Give me something to do.
That's always good. So you can plug your channel one last time for any of the listeners to check you out.
http://www.youtube.com/user/Trevor42532 capital TR3VOR42532.
Exactly.
And they can find me on YouTube as QuickFreeze4, and that's the number 4. And I also have a QuickFreeze Facebook, kind of like a fan page. You can go there and like me. I do updates on the channel, updates on this podcast, and what about you, Dan? Where can they find you?
They can find me at youtube.com/nostalgicdan1. I also do have a Twitter, which is nostalgicdan. It's similar to Clive, but I do have a Facebook page where you can find me as Nostalgic Dan and like me on there. And I do have a live streaming page at twitch.tv/nostalgicdan. What about you, Techno? Where can our fine listeners find you?
Well, they can find me at youtube.com/MrTechnoSqueek. And I also have a Twitter, which is the same thing. So, trying to keep it all, close together. And I do have a Twitch.tv, which I'm wanting to start doing more streams and stuff, and that is also MrTechnoSqueek. It's they're all one giant word, MrTechnoSqueek. And remember the 2 E's. And that is it for me.
And for this podcast, of course, you can find it on YouTube as the Press Start Pod. You can listen to all our episodes there. We will also put a audio version in the description below the video, so you can it'll click that, it'll link it to another website where you can actually download each episode as an audio format. We also have a Twitch TV account where when we do go live, you can join us for live episodes of the Press Start podcast. We also have a Twitter account. Isn't that right, Techno?
Yes, it is. And it is Press Start Pod. All one word.
Right on. And, of course, we are on iTunes. If you guys like this podcast, please go to iTunes, leave a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. And we are on Pete's Game Room Forum, where you can go there, leave comments for each individual episodes, leave comments on the different threads there, interact with different listeners of the podcast. It should be a lot of fun. And if you guys have any future questions for the Press Start podcast, you can either leave us a comment if you're listening to it on YouTube below the video, or you can email us at pressstartpod@gmail.com, or if you are on Pete's Game Room Forum, there is a thread there for questions, so you can leave our questions there, and we will answer them for future episodes. And we do take audio questions, so if you guys want to do an audio questions, we will play them on the show and answer them.
Also, we do have a Facebook page, so come and like it. It's on facebook.com/pressstartpodcast.
So that is episode 45. Thank you for listening.
Woo!
Bye, everyone. Everyone say bye.
Bye. Later.
Dude,
I love you.
give me... Dude, high five for explosions.
Explosions. Blueberry muffins.
Explosions everywhere.
WTF. Boom!